is the News Channel 5 10 o'clock report with Chris Clark.
Good evening, everyone. Country music fans are mourning the loss of a star tonight. Grammy Award-winning singer Dottie West died today in surgery as doctors tried to repair injuries she suffered in a car accident Friday night. News Channel 5's Scott Couch has more on her death and reaction from stunned friends and fans.
Here comes my baby back again.
She was a pioneer in a field dominated by men. And ironically, Dottie West was on her way to a performance when tragedy struck. Doctors at Vanderbilt University Medical Center say the accident that left West with a badly damaged liver and the second surgery to repair it were just too much for the singer's body to stand.
The immediate cause of death was the fact that her heart failed. And her heart failed secondary to blood loss, secondary to the severe injuries to both sides of her liver.
West, who became a star in the 1960s, is best known for her late 70s duets with Kenny Rogers. Tuesday, Rogers visited West in the hospital. Now he mourns her loss.
When she sang about pain, she felt that pain. And when she sang about love, I mean, she could be in love for that moment. And when she sang about beauty, you could just see that she lived that beauty. And I think a lot of people sing words, and Dottie West, I think, sang emotions. I think.
So release me and let me.
In addition to being a great singer, West was also an accomplished songwriter, and she had a keen ear for others' talent. Country superstars Steve Wariner and Larry Gatlin are among her discoveries.
You know, without Dottie, like I told somebody yesterday, I'd probably be a very average attorney in Houston somewhere.
Austin, we remember Dottie with one of her hit songs.
The news spread quickly along Music Row. Fans who were hoping for West's recovery were taken back by news of her death.
Kept following the news on TV. It sounded worse every day. We lost someone good.
Dottie West's career hit a low point last year when a $1 million debt to the IRS forced her into bankruptcy. In June, many of her belongings were sold at government auction, an auction West attended. During those tough times, singer Tammy Wynette was there for West. Wynette, who just came off the road, says she only wishes she'd gone to see Dottie before she died.
Hospital, but I kept thinking, once this operation's over with, maybe she'll get strong enough, you know, that then we can all, you know, go see her and tell her, you know, that how much we love her and we're pulling for her. And why we put things off like that, I don't know, but I did. I put it off, and what I'd give if I hadn't. Dottie West will be remembered by her Grand Ole Opry family in a special tribute Saturday night. Scott Couch, News Channel 5.
Dottie West's road to country stardom began in McMinnville, Tennessee. Tonight, people in her hometown are mourning the loss of a good friend. News Channel 5's Tony Aiello is in McMinnville with more on the memories of a little girl who became a big star. Tony?
Chris, Dottie West has 4 sisters, a brother, and countless friends here in McMinnville. Tonight, they're all remembering the combination of hard work and pure talent that helped a small-town girl make it very big.
Sure does hurt, I'll say that.
Her friends in McMinnville paid tribute to Dottie West in their own way. Bud Morton came to Dottie West ball field to remember the girl he watched grow up.
Was always an entertainer. She used to sing in the park up here in town. People would gather around under the trees. Done a good job there. She was great. Real great.
She was born here in 1932, Dorothy Marie Marsh, the oldest of 10 children. For a time, she lived above a store here, while her mother, Paulina, ran a restaurant downtown.
And her?
Her father died when she was young, and friends say her childhood was pretty tough. But the girl they called Dot never forgot her hometown.
She was always ready to perform and do whatever everybody asked her to do. She was always gracious whenever McMinnville called on her to do anything for us. She was right there. She never refused.
At Central High School, Dottie was in the Glee Club and listed musician as her life's ambition. Her classmates sometimes kidded her for her love of country music.
Back then, if you sang country music, you were kind of out in left field. Rock and roll was in back then. Elvis Presley and all them, but she still stuck with her country music. And she was just a real nice person. I don't think Dottie really ever forgot her raising, where she came from. She's just a good person.
You saw the flag there at half-staff. Tomorrow, McMinnville will honor Dottie West with a blood drive in her memory. They're trying to replenish some of the several dozen units of blood used in the fight to save Dottie West's life. Chris.
Tony, what's the latest word about funeral arrangements?
The family is still working on the funeral arrangements, although Dottie West's sister-in-law told me tonight that the public will have a chance to pay their final respects on Saturday at a funeral home in Nashville. Those details are being finalized tonight, and arrangements will be announced tomorrow.
Thanks, Tony, for that live report from McMinnville. In other news,
many people thought enough of Dottie West to give blood in her memory.
We've had a lot of first-time donors today, people that have not donated in 10 and 20 years that's come in. So we're real happy about that.
The Bloodmobile will come back next Monday to handle the donors who couldn't get in today. In McMinnville, Craig Owensby, News Channel 5.
Funeral arrangements have been finalized. Visitation is open to the public at the Woodlawn Funeral Home until 9 o'clock tonight and again tomorrow morning and night. The funeral will be held at Christ Church on Old Hickory Boulevard at 10 o'clock Saturday morning. Private burial services will be held in McMinnville. Meanwhile, the investigation into the accident that eventually killed Dottie West continues today. Metro Police Lieutenant Glenn Yates was the first officer on the scene of the crash near Opryland. He told our Larry Brinton the case is being treated like any other one when someone is hurt or killed.
Blood was drawn from the driver of the vehicle. It was sent to the TBI lab. When the blood results come back, we'll take our case to the district attorney's office, in which return, if they see fit, we'll take it to the grand jury to see if there's any prosecution.
But Yates says it may be weeks before all of the evidence, including the results of the blood alcohol test, is ready to turn over to the DA. The driver of the car, 81-year-old George Thaxton, now in fair condition at Vanderbilt Medical. The blood drive in McMinnville drew more donors than the Bloodmobile could handle. Many said they wanted to replace some of the blood Dottie used while she was in intensive care. Her relatives say they appreciate it.
It's a gift of life. If it didn't help her, it'll help somebody else.
West's funeral will be held at Christ Church on Old Hickory Boulevard at 10 o'clock Saturday morning. A private burial in McMinnville will follow that.